Hi, I'm Mike Pruitt, Public Information Officer with Indiana Task Force 1 for your August 31st morning update on team activities in Texas. I'll start with the Hazardous Materials Support Group, which is better known as our HEP. That group is stationed in Katy, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston on the west side of Houston. And that group continues to be involved with supporting the other teams there with any type of hazardous materials supplies that they might need, or testing equipment and so forth. One of the other duties that they're assisting some of the other teams with is decon. And when I talk about decontamination, when these crews are going out into the field and working, they are working in a soup kitchen of contaminants. And it's very important that when they return to the base of operations that we get them cleaned up. And not only them, but their equipment. We want to keep them healthy. We want to keep the equipment functional. And then we'll roll that back out the door the next day. So that is one of the large operations that's going on there in Katy, Texas. But they're all doing well. The Water Rescue Group. The Water Rescue Group that was sent down, our 14-person team, they've been sitting idle for a few days, waiting on assignments, and it sounds like we got some good news this morning that they are actually going to be put to work. We do not know a specific location, but we think that it's going to be more down towards the Beaumont, Texas area, and what they're going to be doing down there could be doing everything from water rescues to humanitarian work. And when I talk about humanitarian work, it could be no more than going door to door through these communities, making sure people are okay that did not evacuate. And we saw a lot of this in Hurricane Ike, Hurricane Sandy, where folks waited out the storm, and then after a while they decided that they couldn't stay anymore. They were out of food, they were out of water, they had no electricity, and so it was time to go. And the team assisted with quite a bit of evacuation of just those individuals. So that's something that that team could be involved in today. Our incident support team personnel that are deployed with FEMA, two of those continue to work in Texas, and those folks are managing the resources that are out there on the ground working. Our other IST member from the department, from the task force, is working in Washington, D.C., working there to help coordinate things. So again, we are engaged on many fronts. The remainder of the team is still packed and ready to go here in Indianapolis if needed. We're keeping our eyes on hurricane, not hurricane yet, but Tropical Storm Irma, which is churning through the Atlantic, and we're not sure where that's going to come in yet, whether that's going to be an East Coast storm or if it's going to come into the Gulf. It is staying pretty far south, so that might make an indication that it could try to make a run at the Gulf. But it's too early to determine that yet. And that very well could call on the resources of Indiana Task Force 1. The folks that are already deployed could find themselves remaining in place, or the team that is currently standing by here in Indianapolis could be deployed also. All of the 28 teams nationwide are committed to this operation in Texas and Louisiana right now. So it's been a big undertaking for one of the, if not the worst flooding ever in U.S. history, and that will be determined by history. So that's about all the updates I have. Everybody is healthy, everybody is doing good, so that's all good news. We've had a couple equipment issues, but those have all been repaired. I will have an afternoon update today, probably a little after 3 o'clock, to give everyone, including families, the public, the news media, a better idea of what we're doing down there and how we're taking our Hoosier hospitality and using that in the affected areas following Hurricane Harvey. Everyone have a safe day, and we'll talk to you again this afternoon. Thank you.